I just saw Godzilla Minus One in theaters, and here's my review. I thought Godzilla was a superhero by now. What the heck? Oh my god. Zilla! Wow. 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 Guys, run. As if Godzilla's behind you, run to your local theater and watch this on the big screen. Do not miss your chance. This is by far my favorite movie of the year, which is crazy to say. I am in absolute awe of this movie currently. I cannot believe how good this movie was. Exceptional masterclass filmmaking here. And at a $15 million budget is unbelievable. Like, whoa, guys. Seriously, like what an experience. I didn't even hear about this movie until this week. There was so much good word of mouth, people calling it movie of the year. I was like, I don't know. Let me go check it out. Let me see. Whoa. Yeah, this movie was built different. Godzilla Minus One takes place in its own continuity. It's basically a reboot of the Godzilla story that is been done thousands of times, right? But the way they do it here, the execution of it is so refreshing, exciting. It crowns it as one of the greatest, if not greatest, monster movie ever made, arguably. This movie is about a failed kamikaze pilot who refused to kill and flee his duty during World War II. His greatest challenge now is carrying that guilt on his shoulders while trying to accept newfound family and facing Godzilla face on against his havoc. If this isn't the hardest shot I've seen all year, this entire boat chase sequence was so Jaws Steven Spielberg coded. My goodness. The atomic blast heat ray was disgusting, guys. Yo! What an absolute riot in the theaters, guys. Awesome atomic blast. My brother and friends and I were lit in the theater when this was happening. You felt the raw power of Godzilla. Ooh, they did my boy justice in this movie. He looked good on a $15 million budget. You almost root for him. You almost root for him again. Them taking it back to basics had me shooketh in theaters. I was so engrossed in this movie that my face was making the same exact expressions as the actors in this movie. Godzilla. Godzilla Minus One is a colossal achievement. Like I said, my favorite movie of 2023. By taking it back to the roots of the original movie, framing the greatest kaiju of all time as a metaphor for post-war terror and grief, I believe this holds the power to make a massive shift in the way the industry should make blockbusters again. Even the main characters were powerfully written. I was so invested in the human relationships, their interpersonal struggles, and character development. I didn't even mind not seeing Godzilla in the frame. That's how much I cared. But when he did show up, oh man, it elevated the movie tenfold because it always made an impact. This scene here, this top left here, this breakdown, the performance was mind-blowing, guys. This actor here acted like his life was on the line. I felt his pain, the mud falling on his face as if it was like tears of rage. Wow. The atomic blast was insanity. This is like the most destructive and chaotic experience I've had with Godzilla. It's a beautiful blend of event filmmaking infused with heavy themes such as the atrocities of nuclear warfare that make it deeply personal. Godzilla is an absolute menace, nightmare in this movie, which perfectly serves the story because Godzilla represents this nightmarish shame and guilt that the protagonist carries with him. He's haunted by the ghosts of his loved ones, of his comrades. He feels disgraced by feeling like he's cheated death. So his greatest internal struggle is actually facing those inner demons, accepting to live and love his newfound family. It's a deep movie, guys, for a monster movie especially. You know, it's dealing with grief, pain, love, loss, forgiveness, triumph. It has all those. The ending of the movie, man, not gonna lie, guys, I think it had me kind of going, to be honest. It was an emotional ending. I was so happy with it. I also loved the civilian-led effort to take action and fight for a better future with the mentality of not sacrificing any lives. Godzilla Minus One shows us that we are capable of doing much more than we or others think of ourselves. Misusing our own tools and fighting each other will lead to our own self-destruction.